talk a little bit just about your decision to have the meniscus repaired and what the rehab process was like for you?
Yeah, honestly, I felt like that was just the best decision for me and my longevity of my career. So my off season was a little bit different from a lot of other people's, and I decided to prioritize my health over playing overseas.
Right. So you were here all winter.
Yeah, I was over here all season. All off season, and I was doing TMAs, recovering, and obviously in the gym too. So it was a whole about 6 months process, really just getting myself back in shape and getting ready for this upcoming season.
Coach was saying that you had a pretty ingenious way of working on the skills on your game, even though you couldn't necessarily run up and down the court.
You know,
you said you were working at ball handling while you were sitting at times.
It's definitely tricky when you're injured. You know, you're not capable of playing to your full abilities, but that doesn't mean you can't get better, and that doesn't mean you can't work on your game. So it's just modified, and I think they helped me out here with our trainers. Damon, he really helped me every day, just even though I couldn't do everything, just helping me on what I can do.
Where do you think you were?
Honestly, I think my decision making, first of all, I feel like the game, I know it's training camp, but I remember how I was last training camp and how I am this year. It feels a little bit more slowed down. And what also helps is a couple vets came early, like Courtney, and she honestly watched me. Yeah, just coming back from injury is tough, people may know, but she watched me and she's just been there helping me out through the growing pains of coming back from injury, so that also helps.
Just talk about the impact of a veteran point guard who's done it in this league, the difference it can make on a team.
We really needed Courtney. That's all I could say. Just her energy, her effort, her intangibles that are not always on the stat sheet is something that she brings to the table, and it's something that us young cats constantly need. And I think she's a great fit for our team, and I'm really excited to see what we do this season.
My last question: your knees ready? You're full go now. It's all good.
We're working. Yeah.
You're looking good.
Thank you, Court. It's a progress, but this is the best I've been feeling, obviously, since surgery. So we're just working through it, constantly talking to my doctors, constantly talking to Chuck, doing what I need to do off the court to make sure I can play on the court.
Tell me, what is Cheryl saying that this team really needs to focus on initially as you get going here on day one?
I think the portions of communication is something, there's a lot of new people here, and communication is extremely important, especially we don't know what each other are thinking about. Like, for example, T talked to me and she was like, I'm going here. I'm like, wait, what is here? So just making sure we communicate and getting what we need to get done.
Courtney, what was the most appealing to you about coming here?
I think just the energy that they showed that they wanted me, right? And then actually getting here and seeing their facilities, I done been on a couple teams, not to, take it there, but I think it's top tier, man. It make you want to get in the gym, right? If you're a diamond, it make you want to get better. It lets you know, I got elite company behind me, so it's great around here, man. I love it.
You played with a lot of good players here. What were your impressions of Fee before you got to actually kind of work out with her?
I ain't really got to play with Fee yet, but I saw her all last year, right? Playing against her, ended third MVP voting. That speaks for itself alone. So I'm excited to see what we can do.
I'm curious to know what is the prime motivator with so many new
We want to win.
I was just win for real.
So whatever we got to do to win, and that's building. To have a winning culture, you need chemistry on the court. You got to understand what each other are doing, know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and that comes with it. And that's how you win. When you know someone's weak in one area, we're not going to put them in that situation. So that's all chemistry, and that's what we need.
I agree. I agree.
Courtney, do you have a defined role yet, or is it just too early to say? Maybe a 3-yard rotation, maybe?
What you mean? What I think my role will be on this team?
Yeah.
A talker for sure. I'm constantly on Diamond about talking, and I like to show up every day and run my mouth so I can lead by example. So I think I'm definitely going to be a voice, so she can see it, and so everybody else can hear it and feel it as well.
The team entered each of the last 2 seasons with question marks, frankly, at the guard position, usually at the point guard position. When you look at the rotation that's there now, Kayla, you, Natisha, do you guys feel pretty comfortable about that group?
Yeah. confident about it for sure. I played with T before. Haven't had a chance to play with McBride, but I mean, again, we all know what McBride can do. So you put a knockdown shooter somewhere, it opens up the floor. So, like I said, I'm excited, man. Appreciate y'all.